So in today's video, we're going to look at a couple things. First of all, there's a new feature coming to TPT, especially for sellers, in order to create some of these little discounts. Okay, it's right now minimal, it's like 10%, but anyways, I'll show you that to you. We're going to do a quick review of the collaborative sale that the Facebook group did. I made some mistakes, right? We found out some glitches in the system. Anyways, it was nothing too serious, but we'll talk about that briefly. And we're going to just quickly talk about the TPT site-wide cyber sale that is coming December 1st and 2nd. If you are new, returning, welcome. Here at It's All Primary, we talk teacher side hustles. So I received an email from TPT, you might have received it as well, announcing that there is going to be these seller discounts available. Now, I've already been in TPT kind of looking around. It's not showing it all. So I am going to show you the TPT seller blog, and let's do that right away. But what you're going to be able to do is currently two types of discounts. They're both looks like at 10%, but they will show, one will show up on your product listing page, and you can see it right here, where you can enjoy a 10% discount if you are a follower, right? So as the teacher buyer, if I am following It's All Primary, which I am, I will enjoy a 10% discount. That's very nice. So that's the first one. And then the second one is it's called the abandoned cart discount. And I do this a lot. I put things in my cart and then they sit there. I'm not a very impulsive shopper that way, right? Because sometimes, I mean, there's times, yes, when I'm very last minute, but it doesn't happen very often nowadays. Years ago, yes. Now, no. But they will send a email, I think it is, within the first hour of the abandoned cart. They really need to do the first day. And then they're saying that you will be able to track your promotions and see how well you did. Okay. So that's about all the information. They are having a TPT webinar on December the 11th. December the 11th is a Thursday, which I'm planning to go to. Sign up, and whether you can attend it or not, you can get the replay. Some people are quite excited about this. I mean, I think once they get it going, that 10% might be adjustable, but right now it's just 10%. It's a good start. Number two. So our Facebook page that's called Side Hustle Help for TPT and Boom had a collaborative sale last weekend. First time, never used a collaborative sale. I'm a hashtag sale girl, and I know there was a big hashtag sale that happened to fall on the same days. That might happen, right? We called it the rainy day deals event, and so you were allowed to post 4 products for your store onto this collab sale. Overall, I think it was fine. We were a small group. I think we ended up having 10 or 11 people doing it. And they actually say right now that it's a maximum of 20. I would love to have it 20 next time just to see if that helps. And my mistakes, I'll just confess right now, I talked about it, but I didn't post it until almost the last minute. So I removed a couple people when I was seeing that they had posted their whole stores. That might have been by mistake. And I know at least one person that was a mistake. Other people, I couldn't get hold of them, even though I reached out to them. So they were deleted. And then TPT told me that I could put them back in. And so for one of them, we went back and forth, and TPT went back, said, yeah, you should be able to do it. You should be able to do it. I tried to invite them. They couldn't get in. And it turned out then TPT contacted me about an hour later saying, no, you can't do it. Sorry. So that tells me that I got to make sure that the next sale is set up much earlier. If you're hearing noise, that's the lawnmowers and the leaf blower guys outside the window. I take responsibility for that, and I haven't heard back from too many people as to how many sales they got, but I've asked in the Facebook group if they're willing to share. I personally had sales, but I didn't have sales off those 4 products. Interesting enough. That happens. I often, even with a site-wide sale, will get sales right up to the day of the sale, the site-wide sale at full price, and they're already advertising on their website that a sale's coming, and people still buy. And again, this might be they need it now. So we are going to do another one in January. There, as far as I know, there is no site-wide sales in January. And January, for me personally, is a good sales month. I usually get involved in one hashtag sale. So I'm going to try and find out when the hashtag sale is on and then do it either right after it or before it, depending on where it lands in the month. So if this is something that you are interested in, make sure you're part of the group. Again, just go to Facebook and type in the search Side Hustle Help for TPT, and boom, make sure you answer the questions and answer them honestly, because I go looking for your store. And if you have a store, provide me a link, that helps, or even the name of it, and I will look online. And if you are not on Facebook, send me an email at itselprimary.com. And because we had at least one person, actually I think we had 2 people emailed me. They're not on Facebook, but because they're hearing it through YouTube, right? So I'm fine with that. But contact me and I will make a list. And like I said, we'll do this in January again. The other thing was I told you that we'd do 4 days. TPT had 4 days, but when I typed in the numbers, it wouldn't give me 4 days. It gave me 3 days, another issue. So, it's not perfect yet, but we'll keep trying it. And I appreciate the people who have offered graphics. That was really sweet of you. And I do have a graphic that's going into the Side Hustle Help Facebook group for a graphic for this coming cyber sale. So, like I said, if you're already in the group, you can get hold of that. Thank you, those who offer to do graphics. I am graphically challenged. I have no problem admitting that. So I you know what? This is when my dad passed away last year, my nieces and I grabbed some of his sweaters. I live in this sweater when I'm at home. A lot of the winter videos will have this sweater on. Don't care. Because it's comfortable. It's the right weight. And yeah, it's my dad's. So I like to wear it pretty much every day until it stands on its own, and then I wash it. Okay. And the last thing I want to talk about is the actual sale. So make sure that when you are in the throw a sale, you have it as active. If it is not active, make it active. Okay. I have that little button where it automatically adds me to every site-wide sale. Even if I don't even open up TPT, it will automatically add me, which I appreciate. However, I'm right now in the midst of 3 products almost done, and my goal is to try and get them done and uploaded before the sale. If I do get them uploaded, they will not be automatically added to the sale. So right now it's added the 120 products that I have. If I choose to upload more products, I have to go into the edit button where it says manage sale. And when I go in there, it will give me a list of all the products that are currently added. If you add a new product, it will be blank. So you've got to click into the box and add those products, or they will not be there. By the way, if you have some deeply discounted products and you just really don't want them to have a further 20% off, you can unclick that box. You do not have to have your entire store on sale. The same thing with dollar products. Maybe you don't want your dollar products on sale. I was thinking about that this morning, actually going, I can't remember how many dollars. I don't know if I have $1 products left. It's your store, and you can decide what goes on sale and what doesn't go on sale. There's another store that used to sell, probably 80% of their store was $1. They have since changed all that, but they did. And I'm sure they made a great amount of money because the reviews numbers alone are high. but I don't recall their dollar products being on sale during site-wide sales. And I thought, oh, can you do that? And apparently you can. Check what you want to put on sale and uncheck what you don't want to. It's your store. It's a strategic move. See if it pays off, right? I'm all about experimenting with things. Now, that's all I wanted to say in today's video. Upcoming videos are going to be sporadic. I'm in the midst of report cards. I'm hoping to finish off next week or weekend, and I've got a very full weekend. I've got a very full weekend next weekend. So, and I can't even remember. I keep racking my brain going, I know I booked myself for Thursday. I know I booked myself for Friday, and I know I booked myself for Saturday. I can't even remember. I wrote them down in a notebook. I have too many notebooks. I say that. I'm not going to change. I like the notebooks. I'm getting better. One of my higher viewed videos from a couple years ago when people asked me if I'd do another one is what a work week looks like for me. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to try and do it the last week of school before Christmas so that you can see a week where I teach, right? A couple days. Because I don't want to do it at Christmas because then I don't have any teaching. And then at the end of December, I will be doing a winter planning video. And we talked last year about the 12-week year. I still think the 12-week year is the way to go, especially if you're still in the classroom, because 12 weeks are manageable. It's really hard to year plan because so much can happen in a year. So I think personally 12-week plans are the best way to go. Like I said, you can see it. You can kind of picture the next couple months, right? Whereas one year, who 2023 and 2024 did not see any of that coming, all this stuff. So and it just messed me up, and that's okay. I'm looking at an SEO tools app, and so far so good. So I'm going to experiment with it. I'm changing some titles, and I'm seeing how much I can optimize it, my products even more, and see if I can boost rankings, things like that. And then I will give you kind of like a case study of how that went. All right. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you and your family are staying safe, being healthy, and we'll catch you in that video or the playlist. See ya.